Really? When? Oh, that's so sad. Anyway, I don't know who the hell this is. Chris Hardwick!
Hi guys. Thank you for waiting. I know you guys waited. This room is jam-packed. Welcome, panel. How you guys doing? Everyone good?
Yeah, hey.
Excellent. Let's jump right in. Chuck Lorre, are you tired of making hit shows? Do you wake up every day and you're like, oh, this is so boring?
No.
Good. All right. How do you guys sell a show about nerd culture before it was actually a thing that the media took seriously? Even as recently as 10 years ago, if you said the word nerd in a network room, they'd be like, too niche. So how do you guys do that?
I don't think we were doing a show about nerd culture. We were doing a show about people we liked. So,
nerds.
Absolutely.
Is your microphone? I don't know if you're.
The idea was that it wasn't about nerds, it was about extraordinary people. And it still is. It's about great people.
Where did it come from?
Well, tell the story.
Before I was a writer, I was a computer programmer, and I worked with some terrific, wonderful people, and I told Chuck about them one day, and he thought maybe there was a television show in that. Really, amazing, wonderful people, and I think, for those of us who are members of a particular group, sometimes we don't see ourselves depicted on television, and it was fun to be part of doing that.
And Steve, you also, I know you through geek culture. So what was your contribution to the show?
I was not there for the creation, but I've been there since episode 2, and right now the only thing I can think about is there's an episode where Sheldon is uncomfortable on stage in front of nothing else that can trample him. I totally get that. So,
So you guys we're going into the 5th season now. You've done four seasons of the show. As actors, you obviously have auditioned for a bunch of stuff. I know you guys have worked on a ton of other shows. So what did you think? Let's start with you, Jim. When you first got the script for the show, what went through your head?
That I really wanted to. I really wanted to say these words that they had written for Sheldon. I've always said I don't know necessarily a good show when I see it. I didn't really know one way or the other whether this would work or not, or couldn't even think that way. But I did want to say these lines that he said, and I really thought that if I could learn them, I would be able to do that to their liking. And they did. They liked it, and they hired me. But that's what I thought. And I really, like I say, I just wanted the chance to at least play him in that pilot, and then God knows what would happen after that. No, but this happened, so that's good.
But how do you play a guy that, how do you make a character lovable that really has a complete lack of empathy for other human beings?
Well, I didn't think about it in that way, I guess. That's the only way I know. I didn't try to make him sympathetic. I didn't try to make him to garner any empathy for him. I think perhaps I've always felt empathy for him. You know what I mean? I think that he's always seemed very human to me as far as I guess that's it, maybe, if anything, is that I've never suspected from the moment I read his first line that he had any nefarious meaning or that he did lack emotion. This is just simply his way of dealing, And so, I don't know. So I didn't ever see it that way to have to backtrack and change anything or put anything on it. It is what it is, and it's, and he's a lovely fellow.
Sorry, I mispelled you, Penny. I'm sorry, it's a problem. Kaylee. I'm just used to seeing your face on TV, and now you're right there. Nerding out a little bit. What's the problem? Penny really seems to dig nerds. That's awesome.
To dig what?
Nerds.
Nerds? Yeah. Kaylee digs nerds too.
Sweet.
I love you.
Oh my God! No, you say that to that guy, he's gonna find you after and be like, "Remember when you said you love me in the panel? I got this ring." You're in it now. You guys are legally married.
can't believe it. I mean, when we did the pilot, I feel like we all knew we had something special. And I can't believe we're going into the 5th year. They've given my character unbelievable growth, and she's totally one of the guys, and she has girlfriends now, and I don't know, it's just been unreal, and we're just riding this wave as long as you let us.
How's your leg? Did a horse step on your leg? Is that what happened?
I think a horse stepped on Simon's leg. Simon, you want to take that?
Yes. I do make animals angry, so no, it happened to Kaylee.
Yeah,
Sad.
I had a little accident last year, but I'm perfectly fine now.
Everything's okay now?
Yes.
Did you have a cast?
I had a cast. I was back to work after I missed 2 episodes, but I came back and had a cast, and they kind of worked around it, and I hopped around, and they were great. The writers were great and helped me out, and it worked out, thank God. So.
Go back and watch the episodes where Kelly's standing behind furniture a lot.
Yes, there's a lot of standing.
And we all got to go to the hospital, and she said, "Oh, look how gross it is. Look at that."
Yeah, I was into it. Yeah. No, but I'm much better now. I can't believe that's been 9 months ago or longer. It's weird.
Mr. Galecki?
Yes, sir.
How's it going, man?
Hey, buddy.
I've known this guy since he was like 11 years old. And now you're a man.
I'm working on it.
Now you're grown up to be a nice man with beard, stubble. It's adorable. It's so nice. It's just nice to see. Like, when the show first hit, I was like, oh my god, that's so awesome for Galecki. Because anyone who knows you, you're just like a sweet guy, and you're nice, and you've been working in the business for a long time.
Well, thank you.
So how did you audition for the show, or did they offer it to you? How did you get involved?
I was doing a play in New York, and Chuck called me and said, well, we had worked together a bit on the Roseanne show, and said he had this idea along with his fellow Bill Grady, and they hadn't had anything written yet, but he faxed me a couple of pages a couple of weeks later, and we started talking about it. And you never know if it's going to work. I mean, you read something, if you like it or not, and I did. And not to be a complete fool and to trust Chuck Lorre when he says this is a good idea. But it really wasn't until the first table reading when I heard everybody do their thing. I thought, now I get it. Now I see it. And we might be here for a very long time. And I really hope we are.
Oh, I think that's your question. And by the way, congratulations on the Emmy nomination. I mean, both of you, Jim and Johnny. I mean, Jim Parsons, you got an Emmy at home already, so it's like old hat. Johnny, this is incredible. You guys are sort of head to head at the Emmys. Is it fierce? Is the competition fierce?
Oh, always. Since day one.
Very good. Like if you win, you're going to show up, and then Jim's going to show up and be like, oh yeah, whatever, and then you guys are going to headbutt, or how is that going to play out?
That's not the working environment we have. I don't headbutt. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Kunal, excellent Bollywood performance this season. Can you explain a little bit to the Caucasians? Because Bollywood is endlessly fascinating to me. I don't understand what the hell is going on, but I just know that it's awesome. Can you explain it a little bit?
It's people, just really handsome and good-looking and talented people dancing around and making love in the rain and crying.